Dr. Derrick Lowe. I am the assistant principal at Salem High School in Rockdale County. I am part of the Aspire 2.0 induction for assistant principals cohort. This seminar has impacted me in a great way. It allows me to look at decision-making, my decision-making, looking at theory to practice. In the seminars, we go through a lot of analysis of problems and how to problem solve. And as an assistant principal, it allows you to look at context and see things differently, because sometimes when you're discussing with your colleagues or with the facilitators, they bring different viewpoints and show you different advantages of considering certain things from a holistic perspective. So taking things you've learned in a text and looking at the practice, when you look at praxis, is different from sometimes in theory, even though it is solid, but it gives you a different angle in terms of feeling comfortable and having a safe space to communicate with your colleagues and learn and grow. So that is a very significant part for me in terms of what the seminar courses offer, in terms of the speakers and the trainers that coming in, looking at theory and practice and how to make good decisions. The assignments are very detailed. They are intense, but they are relevant assignments because they allow you to think. As assistant principal, it's very important to understand your thought process, because you have to put systems, process, protocols, and procedures in place, and you have to think, because even though you may have textbook knowledge, you have to apply that in any given situation. If you're in an emergency situation, it's a thought process and making sure you dotted your I's, you cross your T's, you make sure that, of course, the first and foremost is the safety and the concern in the education of our students, and you have to communicate that information. So the assignments are relevant and important because it allows you to think through the process and allows you opportunity to see certain scenarios and be prepared. Preparation is the key, and for me, it just allowed me to kind of like internalize and see, if I was in this situation, what I would do, and then see what would you do differently based on the recommendations and what the scholars and the facilitators say based on experience, what went well and what did not go well. And that safe space, like I stated, is important in terms of assignments and collaborating with your colleagues to come up with solutions and being experienced to make quality decisions. The biggest takeaway that I had in the Real Academy is the professional development and support. We did a book called The Servant, which is powerful in our book studies and analyzing various leadership components. The professional development is great. To build you up and to understand as a leader, you have to have knowledge. You have to improve yourself. You always got to be ever learning and be a continuous learner. So that has been very important to me. The actual speakers and facilitators that come to speak with us and to teach us, from our superintendent, which was a wonderful opportunity for Dr. Oaks to come in and actually teach us and train us, to the school board attorney coming in and getting us the legal perspective of the do's and don'ts and how to avoid certain things based on experience, has been great. HR department coming to speak, the various departments, the technology department, how they work together to facilitate the school district vision and mission for student success in the cycle for results. So that's one of the greatest takeaways I had, and I'm just blessed to have the opportunity to be in the induction program and to be supported by my district to be a leader of change and courage.